everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports.
Yeah, sorry. Especially like that first league. I was 5-1 in that first league. Then it blitzed, and then it's like this league started. I was like, I couldn't get shit going.
This, of course, being game 1 of the season, their first look at the Pistons.
Last year, these two gave us a very entertaining season series, splitting the games.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now.
Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls.
I got to get that shot. That little hitch throws me off.
BA, I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
Chance to run it back with my boy. I was like, let me get him.
And that was just moving the
ball. I don't even know if Puzzle even really know that he traded him. I think he was just trolling. Because he was saying trolling, but
it's important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Wow.
Stolen by Kessler. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Marion. Offensive board. It's good on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And here's Green from the arc. Doesn't go for him. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's McGrady. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Clock at 6. On the attack, Green.
That's a tough start for them offensively. Now just 1 for 5 from the field. They've got to find their groove.
Pass to Sarr. Back to Green. It's stolen by Green. And stolen by Green. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful.
Believe it or not, I got 2 because I swept Sonny in that. Technically swept Sonny, but then we had to play an extra game. And he got it. That was a tough team I had to deal with. He had Victor, had
Mobley. They just keep
Mobley.
making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back
That game he did, he had Jamal Murray. I was like, he's killing me with my boy.
Here's McGrady. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Green. Sarr down low. Shoots a fadeaway. Kessler with a rebound.
That was one thing, at least KG used to snag all the rebounds. And I had that post fade down.
To start working together.
Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot.
So
he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Well, Grant, Tobias Harris has been around the league. What's his best asset?
You know, I think it's his reliability and versatility. Harris is always on the floor, having led the NBA in games played multiple times. And he just gets the job done.
Here's Harper doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Pass to Kessler. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Marion. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Back to Alexander Walker. To snap the cold streak. Now here's Green. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
With the crossover. And Harper gets it to go.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Pippen. No points so far. Here's Alexander Walker. Rebounded by Marion.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Puts up a three. Gets the three to fall.
In this era of the NBA, you just can't let guys have good looks from the three. Pretty much everyone in this league can make you pay.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Bulls are going younger. Coach Billy Donovan said, we don't want to be just stuck in the middle. There's no question about that, but it's always about the integrity of competition.
Person
The
posing out
building out
yesterday.
part is identifying guys that are going to help us move forward.
Like, because when I was playing, he was like, how the
Taking the
fuck
long
you
view.
get Rick?
All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Draymond. He like gave him all this. He gave him all this defense. Lillard was cool. I couldn't get his shot all the way. And I'm playing good defense as I can, but Lillard, he just ain't gonna get no stops. Granted, I didn't draft him for defense.
The Pistons lead by 3. Stolen by Sarr. And now the Bulls in transition. Here's Pippen. Fires in the triple.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Garland for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special. I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Saw a screen. And it's Green missing.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Pass to McGrady. The shot won't fall. If they score here, they're back in front.
And they've been waiting to retake this lead for a bit.
Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
Well, a lot of miles on those legs, but Green can still get up occasionally to flush it.
Garland for 3. And out of bounds.
He said
Chicago
dunk.
ball. There's 31 seconds left now in the first quarter. Pippen outside. Driving inside. And he dunks it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Here's McGrady. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Bulls out in front, up by 4. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the Hustle game has been going for Chicago.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
Well, don't forget about their scoring in the open floor. They've been getting a lot of production on their break.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Yeah, I drafted him.
Pistons trail up by 4. Garland with the ball. It's rebounded by Heinrich. Hachimura outside. And stolen by Simmons. Garland for 3. And again, no good by Detroit.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Now here's Bane. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. 3 on the clock. Detroit with a rebound.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Chicago leading by 4. Pass to Heinrich. Kicks it out to Bane. No good on the triple. And here's Detroit. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. The floater. Randall can't hit. Fires for 3. And Bane with the 3. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap, so you're open-ended in that regard. There are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man.
First team foul.
And Detroit making a change here.
Detroit substitution. Number 17.
Randall left side. And it's in there.
Julius Randle.
Bulls leading by 5. He got a piece of it. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Landale inside. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Adams. Chicago passing it around. And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Now here's Bane. Down low. Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Landale. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And a deep 3 from Garland. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Heinrich with the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 7.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Here's Heinrich. And Josh Richardson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Detroit substitution. Number 2. Dylan Harper.
Here's Bane. Drives to the hoop. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Yeah, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
For 3, Randall. Hachimura with a rebound. Chicago leading by 9. Pass to Heinrich. And here's Bane. He takes it in. Hachimura left side. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Harper. Soft touch off the glass.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
And here's Bane. He's got 5. Pass to Heinrich. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Richardson with the rebound. Here's Harper. Throws it down. down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. Jared Vanderbilt picks one up. Detroit shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And it's Bane with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Adams. And here's Vanderbilt. Checked by Randall. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Adams missing. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Harper. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Now Bane. Adams a screen. The ball's knocked loose. And they're running. Here's Harper. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. To the middle. Here's Hachimura. And that time also a missed shot.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Chicago with the ball. 26 seconds left to play in the half. Inside.
Oh my God, pass.
It's
so
stolen by Oubre.
fucking late.
Richardson for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Now here's Bane. 5 points in the game. Here's Heinrich. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Bulls out in front, up 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's McGrady for the tie. It doesn't go for him. Tim, you've been vocal in your praise for Cade Cunningham, and rightfully so.
Well, BA, on any given night, Cade can be the best player on the floor. He scores, he makes plays, he rebounds, and he processes things quickly. He always seems to be under control.
Spins. Here's McGrady. Good D by Sarr.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And here's Green from the arc.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. BA, back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Detroit. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Harper.
Come on, bro, man, you didn't even do that.
And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. After seeing a franchise player like Luka Doncic traded, you think there's anyone who is truly untouchable now, Tim?
Well, I tell you what, that trade, BA, made me realize nobody in this league is immovable. You just don't know what the future holds, and I think fewer guys will stay with one team their entire careers.
That was a shocker for sure. Pass to Marion. Detroit moving the ball around. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Second team foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Here's Harper. He's got 13.
Perfect timing. Gets into the passing lane, and then he's off the other way.
Pippen right side. Shot clock at 6.
I'm not going to run the 20.
And there's the rejection. And there's the shot
didn't
clock
run the play.
violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Harper. Doing some damage on the offensive end. Putting up a little over 14 points a game. Out to the right wing. Here's McGrady. No good from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Pass to Sarr. On the wing, Green. Sarr a screen. 6 to shoot. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
Here's Harper. Stolen. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. And finished off by Sarr.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Here's McGrady. And there's the drive. It's tipped.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Pippen outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
Sarr using all of his length and athleticism to tell this league that he has arrived.
Here's Marion. And again, no good by Detroit. In transition, here they come. A clear look for Green. Outside, Alexander Walker. Connects from downtown. Alexander Walker's got 5 points now this quarter.
And where is the leadership? Because in the second half, they just haven't brought the same energy defensively.
There's a screen. On the take. And stolen by Green. We've got 1:48 left in the third.
Oh, incredible! Save that one. I want to watch it again.
Awesome. Outside, Green. No one near him. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Pippen's got 9.
And after being stone cold from the floor in the first half, they've rediscovered their touch.
And the foul called on Draymond Green. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
13 foul.
There's 1:17 left in the third. Pass to Garland. And he makes it on the layup. Garland's got his first basket.
Inside, Garland outplays his size, using speed and agility to get it done.
Now here's Hachimura. Got it.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Garland. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Not only is Garland's jump shot silky smooth, it's also effective.
Garland comes with the double team. Chicago passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Hachimura. The 3. The rebound by Detroit. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Fans, turn your attention to the clock for your
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
Right now, as a coach, you're looking out on the floor and you're wondering, do I have the right five on the court together?
Pistons trail by 12. Garland with the ball. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. The kick out to Richardson. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's the Chicago Bulls going into the break up 12. How about the way they've attacked the paint? This throwback approach is paying off. More NBA on. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And so here is Chicago. A 12-point game. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. Knocked away. And a fast break now for the Bulls. And here they go. And stolen by Simmons. Tipped away. Right side Richardson. Chicago grabs the miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And here's Adams. Pass to Bane. 5 on the clock. Here's Hachimura. Here's Adams. The three from Bane. Hits the trifecta.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Garland for three. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Some changes for Chicago. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Sarr. Now here's Green. Simmons defending. Oh, big time!
Yeah, easy enough for the 7-footer. Sarr bringing the house down.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Rebounded by Green. Chicago leading by 17. Outside, Green. Alexander Walker with it. He's picked up by Garland. It's stolen by Garland. Stolen by Sarr. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Drops in the three. And the Bulls lead by 20. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
That's good from Garland. And Tim, 1 year you shot over 50% from the field and from three-point range, not to mention over 80% from the free throw line. You think we'll ever see that again?
Well, Brian, I think the 50% from the three could be more difficult because the volume is now so high. I'm not sure they're as selective in their shot attempts, which means your percentages naturally come down a bit.
So 3 for 6 is not going to be an option for a great shooter?
Don't think so. 3 for 6 is usually the first quarter for a lot of these guys.
And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And what a jam by Bane, using his hops to do some damage at the rim.
Outside Garland. Pass to McGrady. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is, and even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. Pass to Marion. Over to the left wing. Unloads from 13. Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
It's stolen by Green. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Second team foul.
And the free throw, no good.
And not many guards are built like Bane. He's excellent shooting it from deep, but also has the ability to defend at a high level.
Piston substitution, Josh Green.
Now Pippen. Outside Bane. The three is up. Harper pulls it in.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
First personal foul. 13.
And that one misses.
At the line for Chicago, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. One count.
Pippen outside. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Oh, man!
Wow. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Pass to McGrady. From deep, Harper. Sarr pulls it in. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run to the paint. Chicago passing it around. Pippen right side. Clock at 6. And he throws it down with one hand.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
And it's Bane with the rebound. And it's Bane with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
Personal foul.
And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt, they're going to get an opportunity sooner. Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Bulls.
Tonight, they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
Yeah, this is far from the last word in the season series. Still 3 more meetings between them and plenty of motivation to square things up.
Back to Kessler. Now here's Alexander Walker.
GG, bro.
So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the